Sign up for my next Specimen Collector course.
Good evening. Tomorrow. Hello everyone, how are you guys? I'm trying to send up this message so she can start at 1 tomorrow. Okay. Starts. How is everyone doing tonight? Let's see what we have. Dotcollector collection. How is everyone doing tonight? How are you guys? Tonight is, I just want to come up and make this quick announcement, because sometimes it's just good to reiterate and be verbal about it, so that way we're not mixing up information, we're not confusing people, we have the right information to use it to our advantage. So I just want to let you guys know that tonight is the mug collection. We had a huge, not huge as you know, we had a lot of people in the last court. So what I've decided to do is have 2 sessions so you all can join. I know some people have specially requested to be on certain days. So how it will work is that I'm gonna dedicate 3 hours each for those days, starting from tonight. I dedicated tonight. We're gonna start in about 45 minutes, and it will run through 10 p.m. I anticipate we don't go over 10 p.m. So if you all, and again, if I don't have enough people, that makes it much better. But everyone should have an opportunity to go. So we're gonna meet starting at 7 tonight for your mug collection. Then the advantage of that is that you get to watch, you get to see what the other person is saying or doing. So that helps with retention. Remember, the purpose of this goal is for you to know what you're doing. It's not to humiliate you, it's not to do anything, but to help you understand the content and be able to do it when you are on your own. So you would be in a group of people, you get to ask questions, it's going to be interactive, and everybody's going to take turns and you're going to go. However, when you are presenting, everybody has to be muted. So this is how I used to do it. That's how I do it. The first scenario, you are going to go and give me the whole breakdown from start to finish. From start to finish. If you are able to do the first uneventful correctly, without error, without me correcting you or you missing a step, you are good to go. So when you come back and when you eventually want to do the rest of your scenarios, you don't have to start all the way from the beginning. So you would just dive into each scenario. So again, when you come on tonight to present, y'all can come in at any time that you want to come. Everybody's gonna get a chance. Everybody's gonna have to do their mock presentation. I want us to be in a group, so that way we can feed off of each other and we can see what each other is doing, and of course take questions and answers. So when you start, go ahead and do your own eventful, all right, from beginning to the end, as though with even your demonstration with your cups and everything. I've received some CCF forms. So then if you have everything successfully done in the step for uneventful, you don't have to repeat the steps for temperature out of range, direct observation, child bladder, and refusal to sign, so that we can save time. I've already seen that you master the content and you're able to go. However, if you're unable to give me the steps that I'm looking for, if you're unable to tell me the critical things that I'm looking for in the beginning, I am gonna have you to either, I'm gonna give you a second chance, you're gonna redo it for temperature out of range, all right? And if you still mess up and you cannot still do it correctly, you would have to come back, and that means you have second chance. We always have second chances in this in my world, there is second chance for everybody. All right, so that's gonna be your second chance. Second chances for refresher, second chances for everything that I do. So that's how I operate. Now, if you have been given all of those chances and you cannot still do well, then you need extra help at that point. Again, so make sure, and that's the reason why we want to be in groups, so that when somebody is doing it, you can watch, you can retain the information, and you can present. Again, we want to save time yet be effective and be successful. That's the goal for me tonight. So if you're able to join, come on tonight. Let's do this. Let's get it together. Let's move on. And so the dates, I think I made a mistake. I already edited the dates. The dates for the mock is tonight, the 9th, at 7 p.m. to hopefully we can finish before 9 p.m. That's my goal. We're not gonna waste time. And if you're unable to join me tonight, there is not gonna be a reschedule. It's either tonight, the 9th, or the 16th, next Friday. Either of those two, because I am having a new court. I'm having a new what is it called, DOT class. I'm gonna have a new DOT class. I'm gonna announce. I'm still designing my making my flyer. The flyer should be out tonight or tomorrow morning. So for those of you that are interested, still planning and still thinking about what should I do, what not, I'm going to host another final specimen DOT collector, and it's also going to be 2-in-1. All right, it's going to be 2-in-1. We're going to get to have DOT certifications, and we're going to be have the hair collection if you're interested. All right, so there's going to be another 2-in-1. That's why I have this votes. I have you guys there. Go ahead and put in your dates that is most convenient for you. I'm gonna go with the highest votes, and those gonna be dates. I work from home these days, so I have time to stay here and anchor things and put things together for you guys. So the date is gonna be in 2 weeks time. I'm seeing the votes. I reviewed the votes, and I'm looking at somewhere around the 23rd, which is having the highest vote. So we will be having 2 trainings. So it's going to be 2-in-1. That's the DOT/hair collection. And the other training that I'm going to be having is the trainer as well. For those of you that have mastered the content and you feel like you want to be able to be a trainer so you can train your employees, all right, I'm having that opportunity come up. So what we are going to do for that is you would come. I'm going to help you with your content, brand everything that you need to know. We're going to go together, review. It's going to be like a class training you guys, and then I'm going to give more instructions on that. I'm going to say I want to do that, but there's going to be train the trainer and of course 2-in-1 just for December alone. Moving from next year, we're gonna have to reset everything. The reason why I'm doing this back to back is because I want to give people opportunity to start something new next year. Remember, it's a time for getting set, getting ready, and of course we want to execute next year, right? That's the plan. That's the master goal. That's the master plan. So again, that's what I'll do. Watch out for my flyer, the announcement. I'm gonna drop it tonight or tomorrow. I'm working on it. And yes, so again, the 2-in-1 is gonna be for hair and urine. I know I've had some people they are actually interested in most of these classes, like the 3 of them, so y'all can go ahead and sign up. The second half of the 2-in-1 is gonna be the same pattern. We're gonna have it on the second half. Y'all can join halftime. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So y'all can master the content of how to properly do all of these things as it relates to drug testing. Do you guys have any question? I'll be in the room starting from 7. I would have loved to have a head count to know who is gonna join me. If you're coming on tonight, please let me know. If you can, if you cannot, it's okay. I'll just see you on the other side, so that way I know if I would need to give more instructions on how we want to make today tonight. I want to do things tonight, but definitely please try to come early, master what you got to do. First step, you have to walk me through everything. I need to hear it from you. You got to deliver, you got to demonstrate it, then move on. You know, refusal to sign is very easy. Let me go ahead and give you guys a real demonstration real quick. So for if an employee comes in, what you're expected to do is ask them for, hey, welcome them. Of course, you have to welcome them to your facility, to your office. Welcome, I'm going to be a specimen collector today. Can I please have your specimen ID? Sorry, can I please have your ID? Can I please have your authorization? Always ask for those two information. If they don't have it, it's okay. You can call the DR, right? Remember, that's what we said. When you verify their identity, go ahead and give them the sign-in sheets and of course the authorization from you, so that they authorize you to collect specimen from them today. All right. After that, while they're signing in, you're gonna go ahead and do your step 1 of your CCF form. All right. Once your step 1 is completed, you're gonna give them their IDs and ask for them to put everything in the lockbox. Make sure you have your lockbox. I want to see your lockbox tonight. You know, you must say it. I don't need to see, but you must let me know that you have a lockbox that you're going to put everything in. You're going to ask them to empty out their pocket, everything in the lockbox, and you ask them to select a cup. You must not give them the cup. All right. So once they pick out the cup, then you both are going to go to the bathroom and wash your hands. As you do that, if you're in a shared bathroom space, I expect you to put the blowing tablets in the toilet bowl at that point. All right. If you're not, if you have your own space dedicated for drug testing, I expect that everything is taped shut with either a blue or a red tape. Everything is secured. They cannot flush. They cannot wash their hands. All right. Once you're both do that, you're then gonna come back after washing their hands. Then you're gonna come back and select the cup. All right. So then you're gonna ask them to break the seal. The seal is broken. Give them instruction at that point and make sure you're saying that I need you to please give me at least 45 mLs. Okay, you need at least, I recommend you say 50, and that's because you don't want to have just enough. What if you have a spill? All right, so once that is done, you're gonna give them instructions. Again, re-emphasize that they have 4 minutes and that they cannot flush, they cannot wash their hands. You want all of those instructions to be stated correctly. You follow them if you're in a shared bathroom space. Once they void, you get the urine from them. You want to check for warmth. That's the temperature. If it is out of range, I'm just gonna jump into out of range because I've already done one event. One event is simple, right? So if it is out of range, don't worry, there is no cause for alarm. What you're gonna do is go ahead and continue with your test. By default, you know that you're gonna do 2 tests because 1 is out of range. So in that situation, you're gonna then explain to the donor that you want to do another test because the first one is out of range. So you let them know that we're gonna continue with this test. So as the collector, you're gonna go in your remark section and put 1 of 2 temp out of range. Remember, in step 2, you are going to go ahead and check off no, because the question is that was the temperature between 90 to 100? The answer is no, it wasn't between 90 to 100. It was not. So you're going to go ahead and check that off. All right. So once that is checked off, you're going to then get another CCF form, cross-reference the number from the second CCF form, and put it in your remark section. All right. Then go ahead and instruct the donor. You flip your CCF form's chain of custody. You flip it over to step 5 and ask the donor to initial, sign, put all of their information, which we want to make sure they're able to put in their date of birth, their first and last name, their signature, a good number to reach them, all of those very good stuff on the MRO copy. Once that is done, you're going to flip back the page to this first landing page, the lab copy. Go ahead and you sign, date, put the time that the collection was done, and the delivery services. Do not always forget this box. It's important that you have this session checked. It's either you're releasing it to FedEx, UPS, whoever that is your courier service. Now, when that is done, remember, you told them it was out of range, that you want to do another test. You would then go ahead and complete this test. Of course, you want to remove the seal label from the bottom of the CCF form. You want to get this guy, put A on your split collection, which is 30, right? 30 in A and 15 in B, I think. So you're going to then put this label right here, A, on the seal, which is the seal, right? 30 on A, then 15. Then at that point, you ask the donor to also sign while those labels have been affixed to the vial, which is the specimen bottles, those little ones. If we anticipate that they're going to sign, everything goes normal, then you're going to go into the second test, give them the same instruction. You have 4 minutes, select your cup, do not flush, do not wash your hands. If you do, we're going to have to void the test. You have to master those lines. Then follow them through to the bathroom, all right? At that point, so if you're doing direct observation, if you're a nurse practitioner, if you're a nurse, you can go ahead and observe either both sexes. But if they are the opposite sex and you're not of the same sex, you have to find somebody within that place to verify, to directly observe them. If that's the situation, you're going to have the three of you in the same room, which is yourself, the collector, the donor, and the person that wants to directly observe for you. And you're giving the information. You're going to say, hey, Mr. John Doe, I want you to directly observe Mrs. Pam, Mr. John, and that's he has 4 minutes. When it's finished voids, he has to directly hand the cup over to you. Both of them have the same information, and you're still on site. You have to be there as a collector. Once that is done, you get the second cup. At that point, the temperature should be in range because it was directly observed. Then you come back and do your test as normal. You're going to go ahead and do what? You're going to go ahead and then check for step 2, observed, because the second test is 2 of 2, right? And you observed it, so we want to know. And you have to answer yes, that the temperature is in range. At this time, the temperature got to be in range. All right, you're going to do that and go ahead and ask the donor to do step 5. Of course, you know how to fill out this form. You're going to check its urine. You already have their ID numbers, everything from the first one. All right, every information does remains the same. So you'll do that. All right, then once they turn to page step 5, which is the second form, they do all of their credentialing and signing. You will come back to step 4, you initial, and continue with the test, asking them, putting this label over the second test. Remember, in your reference, in your remark session for direct observation, you're going to put 2 of 2, all right, in the remark session, and you're going to say it was observed. Again, we all know because you already checked observed in your step 2. And then the first CCF form that you used for collection, you're going to get the number, all right, and you're going to put it in the remark session. So that's what we consider cross-referencing. Very easy peasy. Walk me through this process, you wouldn't have a problem. That means you're competent, you know what you're doing. I just gave you guys temperature out of range and direct observation. Temperature out of range is first chance. That's the one of the way that you're going to remember. Your first chance, 1 of 2. Your second chance, 2 of 2, is direct observation. I hope this has been helpful. So I will see you guys tonight. Like I said, let me see if I have questions. All right, good. I'll see you, Jasmine, tonight. Can't wait to see you. I would love to know if you guys are coming. If you're not, otherwise, it's either tonight or next week Friday. I always take my first opportunities because I don't know if anything would happen. I know today, I don't know tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised, but tonight is promised. All right, so guys, come on, let's do this. So temp out of range direct observation. I just did it. I'm happy. I've been looking for a time to dedicate to do that. But this is how mock does goes. You don't, as you can see, you don't have to go get cups from anywhere. You just have to vocalize what you know, and it does make sense. I want to keep this video at 20 minutes. All right, guys. Again, watch out for the next classes. Train the trainer is coming up. All right, guys, and 2-in-1, powered by Coach E. All right, I'll see you guys. Love you all. Talk soon. Bye.
Sign up for my next Specimen Collector course.